Our world isn't physically. In this video I will show you points you didn't saw before and can help you to recognize what is happening in our world. So how much did you see this videos about getting the cold showers, meditating, or doing this things that can make you calm? Did you ask yourself why you're feeling calm and most powerful in this moment, especially in the cold water challenge, the gym, all of these sports that can make you have a lot of energy? We are not physically. I will explain why you're feeling this in this video. We are not physically. This means the other worlds we are in that you can see in your dreams, and it can get in front of you in your dreams as the real world. You can touch, feel, smell, even eat something and you taste it, everything like in our world. That's the world inside of you. That's the world that have a lot of vibration transformation for what you're seeing. So what I mean by this, you are not a machine, like just a machine. That's one expectation of your mind, but your mind have a lot of other works, and one of them is the transformation for energy. We are energy. If you didn't eat, you won't have enough energy, you won't be able to get up. If you don't have enough energy from other things, not from just food, like words and positive and all of the things, you won't be able to do your jobs, your works, the routine. Once you recognize this point, you recognize everything around us is just energy, and this energy your mind capable of transform it for a vibe and transform it for words. You have to recognize words is just what's the meaning of words is just communication that have meaning. Our mind have this transformation for words, but not in words. It's in vibes, and this vibration is your state of mind. And a lot of time playing in these settings can show you a lot of things in your behavior, in your actions you didn't saw before, because we are energy. And like if you have cup of water and you dropped one of these colors like blue, you will see all of this water will have the blue color. It doesn't matter which color you will have, it will change this water for this color. That's your sources of energy, and every time you have specific vibe, it can change your mood, and your mood is your vibe. And from this vibe, from this energy that you make it other taste, other color, it will show you some side effects for it. Like this drop of red, it will change all of the cup for red. This drop of blue, it will change all of the color of this cup for blue. And a lot of time we don't recognize which colors we have from the outside energy that can change things in us, and which energy from in us get outside of us. Recognizing this point will change your mind about what is meaning of your mind and energy and transformation for this energy. So this is the energy. Get back to our mind that can transform this energy for your cup and make you taste this cup of water, if it's color or if it's taste from energy. So a lot of energy you don't recognize. Our mind feed on information. It can't live without information and without thinking. It consistently working in the job. Like I said, we have a lot of jobs for our mind, and one of them is transformation, and one of them is to think. So this vibe, once you get this cup of water with this taste, it will give this vibe transformation in words, thoughts, and imagination. So if you have a lot of negative energy, let's make it like in red color. So you dropped one red color, you will have all of the thoughts of red color. That's mean you will have a lot of violence and anger and hate, because you had a lot of energy from this color. And the problem with this, it transforms the other world from emotion. Camera charge did, so I will work with this cam for now. So emotions means, so first of all you have to recognize we have other I'll make other video organization in our mind, and it organized in some specific ways we don't even recognize. Like our heart can think, but through subconscious mind, through emotions. So basically your subconscious mind is more into your heart more than into your mind. Your mind is more too conscious. So this transformation from this one drop of water, one drop of red in this water will give you the motion, and this motion is the vibe basically from your heart, because your heart saw the same thing like your mind. So he have different thoughts, but from feeling other transformation. So you have to recognize your mind give orders, have the ability to give the end orders in words, in thoughts, but your mind, your heart have the ability to change the process through your feelings. That's why you will see in the matrix like to play with the subconscious mind that play more with emotions, fear, guilt, shame, or positive energy. If out of the matrix you will see different process. So once you start to recognize this drop of red in this water transform itself to different energy, different ways in your mind, and every place in your mind, in your body will have different reflection for this drop. You recognize what is meaning of thoughts. After all of this process you will have the thoughts from the vibe. Let's say you are playing with 30 energy of vibes, like it worked like this. If you change it to something more faster, let's say anger, maybe it will work like this. Your heart will start to give you different vibe, different energy. You will have different reflection in your mind physically, and then emotionally, and then mentally. Mentally is let's say this is the third thing in the process. Fourth thing and the end of this is your behavior or your action. So the game is playing from this drop to get in your heart and get in your emotions and get in the physically things in your mind that work, chemicals and all of the things that it change itself to behavior. So it's like four process from emotionally, mentally, and physically, chemicals, and physically your behavior. So you have to recognize this process. Once you recognize this process, you recognize in a lot of time we made up to not see how our mind mentally work. So that is emotion and mental, something called the soul. Soul give you the ability to change this vessel and make it move and all of the things. But once you recognize this, you recognize in our mental world, it will have the ability to have no rules like our physical world. You are working with different level of conscious, different level of things, and in this level, like I said in other video, you have the ability to be in two places in the same time. In a lot of time, Matrix knows this really good, and it makes you in two places in the same time. And once you are in two places in the same time, so what is meaning in two places in the same time? Let's say physically and mentally in the same time. Your mobile phone, you can be with me now while you are in your house, in your home, but you are mentally with me, with my words, and like you are sitting in front of me, I'm sitting in front of you. That's two places in the same time physically, so you can get it. In your mind, it's working in kind of imagination, so you don't have to be physically in the same place, but you can be mentally in two places. This, we can make a simple example for it, the camera focus. So in a lot of time I can see something behind you, and at the same time you thinking I'm watching you, I'm looking at you while I'm not. And that's make like in the camera focus this hazy So you can see while you are focusing on this screen now, you see other things in hazy and blur mode, and you can see even things in separated in two. So you see my hand separated in two because you are focusing on something else. That's happening in our mind. So you can be in your house while you are out of your house. That means you can imagine your street, you can imagine things outside of your house, and you go there with your soul, with your mental energy, but you're not there. You get this point? So we have the ability to imagine things in our mind, to see things in 3D world, like our 3D world, without being there. So you can have maybe something like a bird outside of your house in the tree. You can imagine the bird when you hear it live in the same time, and you will have the imagination of the type of the bird. Let's say it's other type of birds. You will imagine this bird voice to an image, and you can transform it to a video. So you can imagine the bird jumping in the tree and see what is happening there without being there. So you can be in two places in the same time and even imagine what is happening, not just get the process of this in just an image and done. No, you can make it a scene of video. And a lot of time while I'm talking about all of this really complicated things, because I want you to be with me when I'm telling you why you feeling good when you make an exercise in the gym or have this cold water in your mind and all of the things. We are mentally can interact with each other without physically words. We can feel things. We can be outside of our mind, our body with our mind. Alright? And in this process, it means you can be for months or 2 months outside of yourself. So it's not just about focusing the camera now. You are now mentally had a lot of exercises to be in two places in the same time. You have this energy now, and you are now, it's your subconscious mind energy. It's more easier for you to be in two places than to be in one place at the same time. It's like any exercise you do, you can exercise anything like language. Once you make it consistently, you will see the words. It will be easier for you to explain things in this language, and it will be your own language maybe, because now it's easier to communicate with people in your own language or the other language you learn. It's just from consistently hearing the things and use it, and now it's easier for your subconscious mind to work with it. Same with any exercise you will do. It first can be really not easy, and after that will be subconsciously really easy, that you can do it without be conscious you are doing it. It will be like a remote things. Automatically you are doing it. And because we are made in this matrix to be in two places in the same time, it's our like subconscious mood. You can be in 2 places or 3 places or 4 places, but if it get in, I believe if someone mad, he have more ability to be in more than 5 places in the same time. That the reason he is mad. He can't be in his physically world again. That does not mean you will be crazy. I'm telling you, this process can be overwhelming, and you can use it in simple steps that we can be in 2 places at the same time. When we are doing this, that's our rules of being in our world. That's why I'm making this video, our physical world and mental world and all of these things, to get this point. When you are in 2 places in the same time and you are forced to be in these 2 places in the same time, you won't have the enough energy. It's like you separated yourself to twice, and you have one energy from this vibe, from this water in the cup, and now you are like make the same amount of water in 2 cups. You can't make the same amount of water in 2 cups. You will make it in half. Let's say this cup is your body and this is your soul or your mental energy and all of the things. So you separated your energy into 2 cups, and these 2 cups will have you in the same time life, but you won't have your same energy because it's separated in half. And a lot of time, once you recognize this point, you recognize once you do any other force, physically force of energy, it change your focus in this camera from these 2 cups to 1 cup. That's why you will have enough energy to recognize what is happening, because you transform this focus from this camera from seeing 2 things in the same time to see 1 thing. So your focus is getting in your physical world and in your mental world with the same energy that you separated in 1 cup now, so you have more energy. And a lot of times the process of separating you, it happens every single day, from getting you on social media and make other video about it. It doesn't mean I'm not doing it, but it means that's the meaning of this process. You're just thinking in the money thing, but it have a lot of other meanings. So once you are separated, you are more able to be controlled by other ideologies. And once you recognize this point, you recognize once you get the water, the cold water especially, not the hot water, it gives you physically pressure to focus what is happening. So this soul that will make it like you, that's just thinking outside of you and thinking now about this bird, and now you are just in the street, it gives a pressure for this energy that you had other pressure from this matrix and other things to be in 2 places in the same time. This water, cold water, give you the shock from this 2 separation energy to get back in 1 body. And this can be made by other energy, like not just the water. If you make an exercise, one hard exercises, you will have the same energy that will get all of this mental energy and physical energy that will shock you and make this pressure to get back 1 again. It will happen also when you are making meditation, but everything you're making have different taste, have different effect on you. So first one, in the water, it will give you the shock to not have words with the same vibration. It just make you in default mode. So now this drop is just like no color, and a lot of time this no color is just like separating, not just make you united again, but separating this color in this cup to the default mode. It doesn't mean it won't have other drop. It means you will be able to resist this separation from the matrix, from other thing, from yourself now, because the matrix will leave you for yourself once you are in the default mode separated. The main point of the matrix is to control you, and it can't control you if you are united, if you are in peace. That's why it like to separate you. And once you are separated, it's easier to control you. And now you have the ability to have resistance energy outside of you, to not get any drop of anything in this cup. It's just like you have the ability to get your hand and not make any other drops get in your cup that can change your emotion, vibe, thoughts, and all of this process again. That's why every time you're making the cold water challenge, the exercises, gym exercises or workout, and the meditation, it gets you again in yourself. And I'll make other video which kind of different separation you will have from this process. Like meditation will give you other identity than the workout, other identity than the cold showers, and every one of them. And there's other process, there's other types of making you united again. That's why you will have enough energy every time you focus in one book. If you read, if you hear something you like, some song for a long time, you will feel happy again. Why? Because you are united in yourself again. You have the connection, and all of our behavior, to see videos, to see other things, it's just to give us enough energy to feel ourselves again, to unite it again. That's the process of doing a lot of things in our world, and you will be amazed how much things you can do to just unite it in self again, how much negative also things you can do to just unite it in yourself again. And that's why you'll have procrastinating. I share it in other video about what is meaning of procrastinating, because procrastinating is not laziness by any mean. It's just your mind now in two places or three places in the same time, that you won't have enough energy. You are just separated, not just in half but in third cups, and now these cups can't handle the information in every cup, because every cup have its own identity. This identity have the maybe the process of a judgment and be outside of you, and this is you physically now, and other one can be something about your imagination, how you will do things in next month, in next day. This process will keep you in the procrastinating mode, because now this will give you, I can't do this again in today because I don't have enough energy. And all of these three cups is transform themselves with their own thoughts in your mind, and now you have procrastinating because you won't have enough energy to do your works if you are in two places or three places in the same time. That's the main point. In a lot of times, separation is what make you procrastinating, what makes you separated from yourself. And Matrix game to make you feel yourself but in negative way. I will make other video about our mind food and how it makes you get other energy but in bad way, that makes you not yourself. Through judgment, through other things that you won't recognize you're doing every single day. Once you recognize this point, you recognize why we are doing the things and why it affects you in this way, because you know now the rules of our ability to be physically and mentally and emotionally in this body. And every single layer have different rules. Your mind won't have the same rules as your physically world. In your mind, you can imagine yourself now flying in the clouds, and you can imagine the clouds yourself, and like other camera, you are shooting the video from other camera, like your eyes, you seeing yourself there physically. So you can separate even yourself from yourself and see yourself in other places, in other moods, and your mind doesn't work with the same rules as your physical world. Now if you jump out of your window, you will die. But in your mind, if you jump out of your window, you will fly. You get this point? We have different rules. Try to think, if you jump out of your mind, out of your window, not your mind, out of your window. Try to think if you apply it in your physical world. You won't be here. Mentally, you will die. You will be just a physical world. So, not the same rules applied in your mental world. You get it? Once you recognize this point, you will recognize we have different ability. We didn't learn about it because it's our key to control us. If someone talked about this, don't tell me child won't get this point. He will get it in some level of his ages, and he will recognize his energy, but no one will teach you this because they can't control you. If you know your emotion can control a lot of decisions you have, you made to be in negative way, because if you know this knowledge, you won't be in fear, because you recognize fear is just misunderstood for thing, and it's mean the unknown. And a lot of time in the unknown, the matrix like to make you in unknown and provide you with fake information that makes you outside of yourself in the fear and things, and all of this from a personal experiment. And it will work even if you know the knowledge, because I will make other video about the knowledge and the real world. It doesn't mean you read the book, it doesn't mean you watch the video about the workout, you did it and you will have the muscles. Once you recognize this point, you recognize what is meaning of what is happening around us and why our world is just made up to give us mad energy more than balance energy and peace energy, because they want you to separate yourself, your energy, in different persons, so they can control every person in his own the matrix way, and make you buy things to just make yourself feel yourself again, and all of the things. Because if you are in peace, they won't be able to vibe you in different vibration that makes you separate yourself or get you to get these decisions the matrix want you to choose. So yeah, I won't make this video more than this, but if you watch me until this point, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from this, and see you in another video.